Hey there, Kaivox here again, and a few of you had some questions about Peppercora, about how to do it, and I figured, I said to myself, let's help these guys out. Let's make a video about it, let's record it, let's make it real nice, and this is what I came up with. In this video, I kind of ruined, I was working on hardening the gems and making them stronger so that I could make a cast of them, and what happened was, I kind of ruined amethyst. So in this video, I gotta make a new one. Yeah, let's go sit down. All right guys, now that we're nice and comfy, the things that we're gonna need, went over it in the last video. I'll put a link to that right here if you guys wanna check that out first. If you guys haven't already, maybe. You have some options when it comes to paper for the design, because you don't want to go with printer paper. Do not print it out on printer paper, because what's going to happen when you try to glue it together, it's just going to kind of fall apart. It's going to soak too much of it up and it's going to be too floppy. That's the best way to describe it. The paper is just going to be floppy, and so you don't want the printer paper. You don't want this. Okay? So just get rid of this. Next, you have to choose between basically really heavy cardstock. This is basically almost like what business cards are made out of. I wouldn't 100% recommend this for this project, at least. For other things, like if you were making an Iron Man helmet or something else. But for this project, I would recommend a lighter. This is basically like construction paper, but not fuzzy like construction paper is. This is just purple. Let's get rid of the cardstock, because the heavy cardstock, 110-pound cardstock, because it is way too thick for our needs right now. I printed them out two different colors just because I didn't know which one was going to come out better. Last time I did it with this one, which it looks good, but it makes it kind of hard to see those little lines right there. They're black lines, and the paper is so dark that it kind of gets absorbed into it. So I wouldn't really recommend using this paper. So what I got is, it looks kind of white, but it's actually a light purpley color. I'm gonna try it out with this one because I like this color. So if you guys haven't subscribed already, make sure to do that. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button. Let's get to cutting out this design. So some people do this differently. I like to do this step that most people do at the end. I like to do it first because it's a lot easier, because I have the whole sheet right here. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna lightly score. So what we're gonna do is, we're not actually gonna cut, right? What we're gonna do is just score it. As you can see, kind of, maybe not. Right there you can see my cut that I made. Basically what we're gonna do is we are going to fold that. So the score helps us be able to fold it. Without that, we would get a fold like this, and nobody likes that. Look how bad that looks. Look at that. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. On this side, we're gonna do pretty much the same thing. We're gonna score all of the inner lines. Anything on the inside, we are gonna score so that we could then fold it. You guys ready for this? So now that we've gone and scored everything, if you guys don't know if you scored it or not, if you cut one and then you're like, oh man, did I do that? Did I cut it there right? All you gotta do to find out if you did it or not is you just run your finger over it, and you could feel it slightly. You can feel that it's cut, is what I'm trying to say. All right? So let's get to cutting everything out now. So guys, a quick tip for cutting. What you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna start in the center piece and work your way out. Same thing for this one. You're gonna put your blade here and then pull it outward. Okay guys, so now that we have all of our pieces all nice and cut out, here's how this works. The reason that we scored them is so that now when we fold them, they have this really nice straight edge fold on them, and we don't have to worry about basically crumpling the paper, because that's what happens. Is crumpling even a word? Is that how you crumpling? All right, well, we're gonna go with crumpling. You don't want to do like a full 360 degree fold. You just kind of want to do, let's say maybe like a 40 or something like that, or a 30-degree fold. Because then basically what you're going to do is you're going to take these ends, since see how it's already coming into its own shape. What you're going to do now is you're going to put a little bit of glue on all of these ends and just stick it right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this guy together, and then we're going to attach this to the top of it, and then we're going to do the opposite side. The final step is going to be combining the two halves with this little strip right here. Toughest part by far. So when you guys get to this step, take your time, do one side at a time. Don't try to do everything at once, and I will show you guys as much as I can. Hopefully it helps you. So what I like to do with the glue is put a little spot of it on your cutting board, so that you could just dip your finger in it and spread it around. Got a little bit of glue. Gonna put a little bit of glue on here. Try not to get it on the part that's gonna be on the outside. And glue. So as you can see, it's nicely glued up, and now we're just gonna go and let this dry a little bit and do the other side. Okay, so now we have both of these pieces, and what we're gonna do is put the tops on them. So I'm gonna just take a little bit of glue with my finger. So for this part, what I do is I put my finger behind it and then just tap those little flaps with the glue a little bit, get a nice thin layer of glue on top of it, so that you can then stick the top piece on and start gluing. Now you just have to make sure to try to line it up as best you can before it dries. Alright guys, so now comes the hardest part of this whole build, which is connecting this guy with all the little teeth all the way around. This is the border that's going to connect the two halves together. So here you have it. We did it again. We made another amethyst, and we put her back together. We can start from scratch now once again. And just for comparison, this was the old amethyst that I kind of messed up a little bit. I don't know if you guys could tell right there, but yeah, it definitely you know, got a little broken right there. So now we're gonna work on this one. And let me know, guys, in the comment section below if you guys want to see more of these, if any of the other gems, and make a video about it and show you guys step by step what I did, like this one. Let me know in the comment section below. And remember, guys, stay tuned for some of the other videos that I'm making molds of these guys. This is definitely by far the cheapest way out there, in my opinion, to make some good 2D/3D looking crystal gems that are very, very good looking. So I'll put a link down below, guys, where you guys can find these designs and where you guys can get the X-Acto knives and all that stuff, and maybe the paper as well. So guys, thanks for watching. Remember to smash that like button if you like this video. I'm Kai Vox. See you next time. Bye. Bye.